Hi everyone, it's Angela here again with some more poetry for you. It never ceases to amaze me how we all manage to cope with life. Sometimes it's filled with happiness and celebration, hopes and dreams, which we wish for most of the time, and then sometimes sadness and disappointment, fear and loathing, worry and self-doubt. How do we make sense of all these emotions and carry on? It's not always enough to have written on your mug of tea, "Carry on regardless." Although I have to admit, the tea helps. But what I do find is that through sharing our experiences, through music, art and literature, we are better able to interpret our feelings and carry on. This thought brings me to some poetry I'd like to share with you today. The first is a poem I wrote for a friend. It's called Reach Out. I hope you like it. Reach Out by Angela Wilson. To reach out a hand and stand on common ground, to sense a similar beat in another's chest resound, to realise the truth and quiet the mind, uplifts our world, no matter what we find. One thing's for sure, we shall never know the plan of any god or nature or of man. It dwells in dark, chaotic places, hidden well from view, and in the minds of him and her and them, and me, and you. What if our cries get lost in a cacophony of fear, and our words just vaporise when there's no one there to hear? That's when we put our faith in gods and satellites for navigation, signs that point and indicate a determinate direction. With open arms we welcome them. They release us from our quest. We think we have the answers now, so we finally can rest. But there really are no answers. Only joy in solving what we can, to finish the puzzle of why we were born and what it is to be human. Thank you. Well, I've been reading about John Keats, and it's interesting to note how his poetry traces his personal experience of life. He was born in London on October the 31st, 1795, and wanting to alleviate pain and to do good in the world, he trained and practiced as a surgeon. However, his passion was for poetry, and he strived to excel as a poet against harsh criticism. Only later was the genius of his work recognised. He is renowned for his use of vivid imagery and exploration of themes of beauty, melancholy, and the human condition. Keats's literary career was remarkably brief, but despite severe financial struggles and tuberculosis, which also killed his mother and brother, he produced a celebrated and vast collection of poetry in his short life. He died in Rome on February the 23rd, 1821, at the age of 25. Now, I was in Paris last week, and in the Louvre is the beautiful sculpture of Cupid and Psyche. I was absolutely bowled over. This neoclassical piece of sculpture is an absolute masterpiece. It was carved from white iridescent marble in 1793 by the Italian artist Antonio Canova. I stand in awe, marvelling. How did he do that? It's absolutely unbelievable. The piece is called Psyche, Revived by Cupid's Kiss. It depicts the dramatic, tender moment when Cupid awakes his lover from a deep supernatural slumber with a kiss. It's the most awesome piece of sculpture I've ever seen, and I'd like to think that it is perhaps this work of art that inspired Keats to write his beautiful Ode to Psyche, which was written towards the end of April 1819. It also echoes his personal search for love and truth. This is the poem I'd like to read for you now. Ode to Psyche by John Keats. O Goddess, hear these tuneless numbers, rung by sweet enforcement and remembrance dear, and pardon that thy secrets should be sung even into thine own soft conchid ear. Surely I dreamt today, or did I see the winged Psyche with awakened eyes? I wandered in a forest thoughtlessly, and, on the sudden, fainting with surprise, saw two fair creatures, couched side by side in deepest grass, beneath the whispering roof of leaves and trembled blossoms, where there ran a brooklet, scarce espied, mid hushed, cool-rooted flowers, fragrant-eyed, blue, silver-white, and budded Tyrian. They lay calm-breathing on the bedded grass, their arms embraced and their pinions too. Their lips touched not, but had not bade adieu. As if disjoined by soft-handed slumber, and ready still past kisses to outnumber. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the poetry I've read for you today. Enjoy the sunshine wherever you are. Stay well and happy. And thanks for listening. Bye for now.